Good afternoon, guys. It's Alicia, and I am back after missing yesterday because, no, seriously, I'm sick. I have something going on. I'm not going to say it's related, I'm not going to say it's causal or anything, but ever since I got that COVID test on Wednesday, I had a little tingle here, and now I have some other kind of symptoms that are gross, and I will spare you. But yeah, I was in bed yesterday and trying to recover, pre cover, so that I don't get sick. So I was loading up on all my homeopathic stuff and sleeping and laying down, trying to, again, not get sicker than I feel myself becoming. So, but I didn't want to miss today as well. So I thought I'd log on and talk about math again. We are talking today about my one of my favorite homeschool resources, and that is extra math. X as in the letter, as in xylophone, as in that's the only at the end of box and fox. That's the only letter I can think of. Word that I can think of that starts with X. Anyway, extramath.org. It is a completely free website, and we use it to incorporate and practice math facts or math facts. Yes, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. All of those you can practice on here, and it's really encourages you to not overdo it and not try to cram. It's set up, I think they only let you do like twice a day, two exercises a day, because it's better and more effective to practice a little bit at a time instead of trying to cram it all in. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Before I do, I want to tell you, because of the way that it's set up, it's really good if you have a 9 key keyboard. In that way, because you'll see what I'm talking about, you have to type in the answer pretty quickly, or else you don't get credit for what's in your brain because it didn't come out through your fingers. So let's go here. And why you need to know math facts, you can't, it's harder, you can, but it's harder to move on to higher level math or higher level problem solving when you're stuck on trying to figure out 15 minus 8 or 4 times 4. If you don't have to think about 4 times 4 and it's just second nature, you can go and try to solve for n and do all that sin and cost and all that other fun stuff. Anywho, let's look. So here we are. Screen capture. I'm going to log in. Parent or teacher, I am both. And I used, if you noticed, I used my email address that we use for just kids academics so that I don't get distracted. I do work. I have a couple of businesses and I have a personal life, believe it or not. And if I have all of those commingled with my kids' academic stuff, I would be really easily distracted. So, yeah, if you don't already have one, set up a separate email account just for managing kids' applications and all that fun stuff. So, logged in. This is me. I have all my other littles that are still at home on here. And you log in. I'm going to show you the child settings first. So you can go in, tell them what grade your kid is in. Doesn't super matter. I'm in 6th grade. Yay. You're welcome. Welcome to middle school. I tell them what grade you're in. Not that it matters, because here is where you really get to customize. You can say whether you want them just to do addition or multiplication and division, limit it down to just 3 seconds, assessments only, so you guys can read. I don't have to read this for you. But here, you can set the program. I have it set on this one, although I think it's going to give me a assessment this time because it's been a long time. Anyway, for me at least. So you can hide the timer if you get anxious about math or your kids get anxious about math, which I like to give my kids a little bit of stress. They don't have, none of my kids have math anxiety. Thank you. None of my littles, at least, and which I'm grateful about. But I just, this is what I do in my spare time. I listen to YouTube documentaries and essays and things like that. So I was listening to one, I'll link it in the comments, but it was saying how math anxiety can actually make you perform poorly in math, which is a thing. It's like, it's kind of one of those things we already knew and understood to be the case. But to have somebody go through and actually gather and have the empirical data to prove that thinking you're not going to do well means you're probably not going to do well. You're actually going to do worse on math. That's legitimate. I am appreciative of that. So, anywho, so you can look at it two ways. You can either hide the timer or keep the timer in, or like slowly. Anyway, I'm spending a lot of time on this timer business. You get my point. Hide the teacher. Why would you want to hide the teacher? You're going to see Mr. C in a moment. Mr. C is the homie. Why would we hide him? And if you speak Italiano or Portuguese or Espanol, you can, yeah, they have that too. Not that you would be watching this video because I am only fluent in English. Okay, anyway. Okay. This is what they would actually see when they log in. This is my dude talking.
I'm going to help you get better and faster at math. You want to be better and faster at math,
of course.
Are you ready to get started? Press the button to start.
There we go.
Let's do a placement test to find out how well you know subtraction. We will start with the easiest problems first. Go as fast as you can, but not so fast that you make mistakes. If you do make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just type in the right answer and go on. I'm counting on you to give this your best shot. Press the button to start the test.
I'm going to give it my best shot. However, I will say I'm not practicing this. And I don't want to give you guys the impression that I've got it all together, because I don't. Or the impression, this is even more importantly, that you have to have it all together in order to teach your kids, because you don't. But that's my disclaimer. So if I miss some of these problems, just love me and understand that it's okay. Let's continue. Happy face. 2, 1, bam, bam. Oh, nope. See, now I'm in my head because I missed one, and I'm overthinking them now. But that's okay. This is why we're here. This is why we practice. Look at this math master over 6 months. I'm only 39 years old and I know 6 minus 6, guys. Ooh. I can't talk and do maths. This is yep. Wow, okay. This is I'm proud of me. I'm happy of myself. Do y'all remember that video? I'm happy of myself. I'm so okay. I'll link it in the description because it's really cute, but it's showing my age because it's from several years ago. Trended several years ago. But let me think and not talk and try to do mathematics. Okay, 3 more to 10, and then okay, 5. Bam. Oh, see, silly mistake. Oh, yeah. Another silly mistake. Getting ahead of myself. Not dude said not so fast that you mess up, and I just ignored his recommendation. Kind of like I'm ignoring that somebody just called my name from the other room. Yes, when your kids are old enough, you can do that. Life will go on. 15. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. It's not that hard. Bam. See, what do you think?
Okay,
Mr.
you
C?
are done with the quiz. See the matrix over there?
Yeah.
It shows how you did. If you see a green check mark, it means you got that answer right. If you see a red X, it means you got that answer wrong. If you see a blue hourglass, it means time ran out on that question.
Oh, I should have showed
The
y'all
best thing to get is a smiley face. It means you got that answer right and did it quickly. With practice, you will be able to get smiley faces every time. Take a look at your results, then press the button to go on to the next activity. Okay, we are only going to do one. I know you're just chomping at the bit to watch me do more math. I'm going to show you what happens when you run out of time, though. So, happy face is gone because it took more than 3 seconds, but they do give you a full, I want to say it's 10 seconds. Bam. Okay, and so then they show you the actual answer.
and you put it in there. So I just wanted to show you guys that little bit. That's all of extra math though. You do that once or twice uh, in a day, and I'll cut my screen record. Stop record. And you keep doing that, and you get better, just like Mr. C said. So why wouldn't you want to do that? Anywho, it's important for us to know.
For you to type in the right
Well,
answer,
I know,
so
Mr. C. Sorry.
The quiz is short, and you need to keep your attention.
He was about to chastise me for losing attention. I don't blame you, dude. Anyway, we know why math facts are important, so you don't get caught up when you're trying to understand bigger, broader concepts, and you don't want to get tripped up on that before you move on to other things. So that was the resource, extramath.org. It's free. We incorporate it. We do practice. We kind of hit a season of not doing it as much as we probably should, but at one point the kids were doing it daily during their assigned computer time. And why we do it? So that we don't get tripped up on further math concepts. So as we get to other things, that we can understand what we're doing. So that's it. If you guys have any suggestions on math fluency facts, on practicing those things, put them in the comments. I really do want this to be a dialogue and not a monologue. I am seeking to learn and continue to grow in this homeschooling thing. I hope the things that I share with you guys are beneficial. So let's talk back and forth. Comment, 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 and comment and comment. I will answer every single one of them. If you have a question, put it in the comments. I will answer them at some point, probably at night or when I'm supposed to be in the shower. Okay. But anyway, it does mean a lot to me, and I appreciate your support. And I'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing, with another resource. Thanks, guys.